So the primary steps, as I explained, that's for any kind of object you do, you do that. You quick assessment, completeness or not. It's not to reject, and you put that to be mapped before being validated. And second step, you analyze the geographical context of the area you will check. Then, depending on the object, okay. I can continue the places and areas that are not the most complex one, I would say. So in this workflow, there is for every map kind of map features would be the same presentation for the road network or the waterways. There is a section presenting the validation points, what needs to be validated, okay? And then how it's applied in terms of validation steps. And for the places and residential areas, you can see there's 6 steps. Why the two together? Because they are a bit correlated. The places of residential areas. Supposedly there is a node with a place tag within a residential area, and every a node should be should be surrounded by a residential area, even if there is sometimes the context with some scattered settlements can be a bit different. But supposedly they're correlated. Any settlement should have one place node and at least one residential area. So, for example, what are the validation points we want to check? The places are represented as node and not as polygons, but we'll have a specific check for that. There's no intersection with these nodes with any other geometric object. The value is appropriate. There's no place equal isolated settlement for something that would have 100 building involved, for example. And keeping in mind that one household is not equal to one building is not equal to one household. There's some context where you have a house surrounded by many outbuildings. And also, once again, when this you have a scattered settlement, you do not put one node for every household if they are quite close together. They, as a whole, even though they are not very concentrated, they represent a hamlet or village or something like that. Okay. Depending to some metrics, a few dozen meters apart. Obviously, if it's 200 meters, you can consider them as two different settlements. And of course, completeness at the end, they have been mapped in the area to be validated. Same for the residential areas, not labeled with place equal something. That's exactly what I saw in the example I showed you. Well, some points regarding the geometry and geometry of residential areas is the space around the houses, but also the garden, the yard, the street, etc. There are not some large potato shapes that are really over large crop fields or other land cover. because it's quicker to do that, but actually it's not accurate. And if other people want to complete the land cover, they will have to modify everything you did. No connection also between residential area, the road network, and there is a residential area for each node. Okay. Each node with a settlement place tag. There is not can cause data heterogeneity. Yes, there's no really issues with the heterogeneity in OSM. There's no issues of over extraction of that. There's a settlement or is not. Residential areas, you cannot. You don't, as you do not create a residential area for something that is less than three buildings. There's no real issues of data heterogeneity. That can happen, obviously, with the road network, with some people adding every single tiny path, or for the waterways for any very, very short stream. So this is why actually there is less step here for this object than for the highways or the waterways. Okay.